It's always been there, standing between you and your health. A wall. Between a pain that won't disappear and a doctor who magically appears. Between a long wait on a hospital bench and staying right where you are, at home. Between finding yourself out of medicines and finding them at your doorstep, whatever the time. Between years of health records all over the place and all your records in one organized access from anywhere place. Between your current regimen and the recommended routine. The wall. We don't need it anymore. Say hello to Apollo 24/7. This is India's largest end-to-end omni-channel healthcare ecosystem, designed to touch more lives than ever before and delivering its promise in 3 important ways. 1. Listen. Talk to us anytime from anywhere. We've got 7,000 doctors and 30,000 healthcare professionals listening. 2. Advise. We'll give you expert advice you can rely on because it comes from India's #1 healthcare provider. 3. Assist. We bring you India's largest health network of pharmacies, clinics, hospitals and health insurance experts. 20 million people already trust us for their care, and a further 50,000 people are discovering this every day. Apollo 24/7. Expertise is for everyone.
Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Neetal here from Apollo 24/7. On behalf of Apollo 24/7, I welcome all of you, all you wonderful people, to be a part of the session. And we have today some interesting facts, some interesting sessions, interesting speakers, interesting events happening through the next 1 hour. So I request all of you to hold on to your seats and be a part of this, be proactive, ask questions, answer the questions that I put forward for you, and be a part of the session. It's a very educative, it's informative, and it will always definitely help you to be better, to be healthy at your home. So this is Dr. Neetal here again. Now, in the present scenario, we've been looking at a lot of things, COVID and other monsoon-affected diseases, and lots of other problems, health problems we have. And we all know how important it is for us to be safe, to be hygienic, to take care of ourselves, to avoid crowds, to sanitize our hands. And sanitization of hands is something really, really important as on today, which we used to do earlier, but we are more specific today. Not just washing our hands under the water, but washing our hands, sanitizing with a disinfectant. Now here we have an amazing product where you can actually use this to disinfect your hands and to make sure that you are clean and free of any virus and disease or any bacteria, which actually might affect your health. So let me play a small video for you to have an understanding of what the disinfectant and what it does.
Here's how long the coronavirus will last on surfaces and how to disinfect those surfaces. Paper material, 24 hours. Fabric, 24 hours. Glass surfaces, 4 days. Copper, 4 hours. Plastic and stainless steel, 72 hours. Disinfecting surfaces is the primary way of controlling the spread of virus. At Apollo hospitals, we use multi-surface disinfectant spray. It's the most convenient and safest way of disinfecting surfaces.
Well, so that's a live disinfectant spray, which you can choose to use for sanitizing your hands. Well, while we talk about the other events that are happening now, while I introduce you my colleague who's going to talk about food for healthy man and healthy body, I welcome all of you to the session and to be a part of it, through your busy schedule through the day and be a part of this session. So here I bring upon Dr. Lakshmi Kota, who's a food and health and nutrition specialist, who will talk to you about some important facts, some important, information on what nutrition and food does to you and how does, you preserve your health and preserve your nutrition over a period of time now. So over to Dr. Lakshmi. Dr. Lakshmi, over to you, please.
Good morning, all. I'm Dr. Lakshmi, and I'm the head nutritionist with Apollo Life. And today we're going to talk about how nutrition impacts your brain. Can we go on to the next slide? So we all know that food that we eat has a large impact on the structure and health of our brains. So eating a better food is always necessary for both short and long-term brain function. And as we all know, brain is made up of fat and it uses about 20% of your body's calories. So there is a need for a plenty of good fuel to maintain the concentration throughout the day. And I've had a lot of queries on what kind of food you need to eat, to prevent degenerative disorders, neurodegenerative disorders, to prevent Alzheimer's, and also decrease the brain and also to increase the brain function. So I'm going to speak about what kind of foods you can include in your daily diet to prevent your neurodegenerative diseases and also for your everyday brain health. Here are a list of foods. First thing is fish. When I say fish, because it contains a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. As I already spoke about brain being made of fat, we need good unsaturated fatty acids to boost your brain. So for that, we need omega-3 fatty acids. So fish like salmon, tuna, sardines, these can be included in your diet to boost your brain health. Secondly, if you are a vegetarian, you can ask me what kind of omega-3 fatty acid sources can we have to improve our brain health. Those are soybeans, you can use walnuts, you can use flax seeds. Flax seeds can be used in every way. You can use it in your dosas, or you can use it also in your buttermilk as a flaxseed powder. You can use it any way you want. Then the third is your dark chocolate. So this is a good boon for all the chocolate lovers out there. Specifically dark chocolate. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids, which are antioxidant, which help in boosting your brain health. Fourth one is your berries. Berries, when I say it includes strawberries, blueberries, mulberries, all kinds of berries, which have antioxidants again, which helps in increasing your memory and boosting your brains. And next is the nuts. Nuts and seeds. When I say nuts and seeds, don't take into consideration all kinds of nuts. There are a few nuts which are high in saturated fatty acids and few which are good in unsaturated fatty acids. So the nuts which you need to take in are something like walnuts. So when you see a walnut, it is shaped like a brain because it is a brain boosting food and nature tells us so. So walnuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, these are some of the example of nuts and seeds that you can include in your daily diet. And not to forget your peanuts, or the groundnuts, which also contain monounsaturated fatty acids. Next is whole grains. So when I say whole grains, you can include your whole grains because it contains lot and lots of fiber in it. So when it contains lot of fiber, on the hull, it contains something called as vitamin E. So this vitamin E is an antioxidant, which again helps in gaining your memory and also keeping your perfect brain health. Next is the unsaturated fatty acids, in which there are avocados. The sources are avocados, peanuts, cashews, flax seeds, chia seeds, sunflower seeds, canola oil, and Brazil nuts. These are some of the good unsaturated fatty acids. When I say unsaturated fatty acids, there are two kinds. One is polyunsaturated and one is monounsaturated fatty acids. So these are the sources, and you can include these in your daily diets. You can take a spoon of chia seeds and you can add it in your water, and you can keep drinking throughout your day, or a spoon of chia seeds in your oatmeal in the morning. That's how you can implement it. Next is eggs. Egg is a complete source of protein. So when you eat one egg per day, it also improves your brain health because it contains a source of vitamin B12. And also it contains complete B vitamins, which improve your brain health again. Next is broccoli. So broccoli contains something called as isothiocyanates, which help in boosting your brain and improving your memory. And next but not the least are the soy products. So there's a lot of things going on about soy products. You should eat, you should not eat. But if you eat in moderate quantity, it is very good to improve your brain health because it contains polyphenols, which improve your brain function.
So, Dr. Lakshmi, I just wanted to have an interaction with you. Why talk about the nuts and chocolates? Now, all of us love chocolates, and you
Definitely.
said for that matter. Would it also be okay for you to tell us how much a quantity of a chocolate can we eat in a day?
So, for example, you're taking your dairy milk or anything which is 99% dark chocolate. Or when I say dark chocolate, I mean to say a lot of cocoa and very less amount of sugar and fat. So when I say that, it's 95% dark chocolate and above. So you can, when you take like for example, I can tell you, like when you take a bar of like a dairy milk, you can eat 1 to 2 cubes per day.
Okay, 1 to 2 cubes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And about the nuts, we all love cashews and almonds and,
Yeah. So when you take nuts, you can have a fistful.
Okay.
So that's the right size. I can tell you in grams, but for everybody to understand, it would be difficult. So that's a ballpoint where you can have a fistful of nuts, like a mid-morning snack or your post-workout snack or also your evening snack.
Is it also okay to have a snack, before your workout in the morning?
Of course. It depends on the time of the day and also your metabolism. So if and also you should not have stomach full before your workout. So just make sure after you eat a snack, there is at least half an hour or 1 hour of gap before you start your workout again.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. Yeah, you can carry on with the session. Thank you.
So I have a lot of queries about when I talk about, foods for the brain health. A lot of people ask me, is it just about the food or is it something else, that we need to follow in our lifestyle that improve your quality of thinking or the quality of the brain? So here are a few points that I've put in. So first is not eating too much or not eating too little. So because again, I said that 60% of your brain requires whatever you eat. You need to eat carbohydrates, but not too little, not too much. The next is getting enough sleep. If you do not get enough sleep, then you have to get about 6 to 8 hours of daily sleep for your proper functioning of your brain. Because it directly affects your circadian rhythms, that is your sleep and wake cycle, and also it affects the way you think. So to reduce the stress and improve your endorphins and lower your cortisol levels, that is to reduce your stress hormones, you need to get right amount of sleep, which is very important. Third is keeping yourself hydrated. Drink enough water, and because that helps in reducing your toxins, and also it improves your brain health. Fourth is exercise regularly. Exercising regularly again improves your endorphins, your happy hormones, and it has opposite effect on your cortisols. So it lowers your stress and improves your endorphins, which keeps you happy. Then next is...
I'm sorry, Dr. Lakshmi, to interrupt you there. So for everybody to understand better, డాక్టర్ లక్ష్మి గారు ఏం చెప్తున్నారంటే, రోజు మీరు లేచినప్పటి నుంచి పడుకునే వరకు ఒక ఫుల్ మీల్ తీసుకోకండి, पूरा एकदम मत खाइए आप, थोड़ा सा क्वांटिटीज में स्प्रेड कर लीजिए दिन में. అంటే మీరు పొద్దున ఒక కంప్లీట్ ఒక 10 ఇడ్లీసో 4 దోసాసు 20 పూరీలు తినకుండా కొన్ని 2 పూరీస్ కానీ ఎప్పుడన్నా 2-3 ఇడ్లీస్ కానీ అట్లాంటివి తింటే through the day మీరు ఈజీలీ మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు, అండ్ యువర్ సిస్టమ్ ఆల్సో, మెటబాలిజం ఆల్సో ఇస్ మేనేజ్డ్ అన్నమాట. సో ఐ థింక్ इसकी अहमियत इतनी है जो हम सोचते नहीं, हम ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं देते इसका. मगर सो जाना, रात की नींद 8 घंटे की, 7 से 8 घंटे की नींद बहुत बहुत जरूरी है, राइट? 8 గంటలు మీరు 80% పడుకోవాలండి. అండ్ మీరు ఎన్ని గ్లాసెస్, ఎన్ని బాటిల్స్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ తాగొచ్చు లక్ష్మి గారు?
About at least, it depends, but you can at least have 3 to 4 liters is minimum quantity.
3-4 लीटर తాగాలండి. 3 से 4 लीटर आप जो है पानी पीना जरूरी है, राइट? सो या प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
సో ఆల్సో మార్నింగ్ లేచినప్పుడు మీరు ఏదైనా ఒక ఎక్సర్సైజ్ చేయాలి. వాకింగ్ కానీ, రన్నింగ్ కానీ, యోగా కానీ, ఎనీథింగ్. ఒక 30 minutes, ఇఫ్ యూ డూ అట్లీస్ట్ 30 minutes ఆఫ్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్, అది మీ హెల్త్ ఇంప్రూవ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. అండ్ ఆల్సో స్ట్రెస్ లెవెల్స్ తగ్గిస్తుంది. సో ఈవినింగ్ కానీ మార్నింగ్ కానీ ఏ టైంలో అయినా ఒక ½ an hour మీరు కొంచెం ఎక్సర్సైజ్ కి కేటాయిస్తే అది ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ యువర్ హెల్త్.
Yeah, and those 10 sorry Dr. Lakshmi, to show the participants of what exercise could be. Exercise పెద్ద weights bodies lift చేయడం కాదండి. मतलब आप आराम से stretching कीजिए, neck stretch कीजिए sideways, hand stretch कीजिए, आपका waist stretch कीजिए, your calves has to be stretched, पैर stretch कीजिए और walk कीजिए. बस 10-15 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of walking. Start off with that. 1 घंटा 2 घंटा मत कीजिए. Start with slowly 15 minutes of walking in a day, 30 minutes, increase it to another 45 minutes. అట్లా చేస్తూ కొంచెం ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయండి, రైట్? డోంట్ ఓవర్ డూ ఇట్. ఒకసారి మీరు చేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ డే మీకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండదు, ఇంకో వారం అంతా మీకు బాడీ పెయిన్స్ ఉంటుంది వాకింగ్ చేసినప్పుడు. బట్ డోంట్ గివ్ ఇట్ అప్. ఇట్స్ యువర్ ఓన్ బాడీ యూ టేకింగ్ కేర్ ఆఫ్, రైట్? సో be empathetic of yourself and encourage yourself and motivate yourself that you have to look good, you have to be healthy. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Lakshmi.
అండ్ ఆల్సో ఈ మధ్య అందరి ఫోన్స్ లో మీకు వాకింగ్ యాప్స్ వస్తున్నాయి, అది నంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్టెప్స్ కౌంట్ చేస్తుంది. సో మినిమం మీరు ఒక ఫస్ట్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఒక 3000 స్టెప్స్ తోని స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. ఆ 3000 స్టెప్స్ డే ఎండ్ అయ్యే వరకు 10,000 స్టెప్స్ అయ్యేట్టు చూసుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు ఈ మంత్ ఒక 5,000 టార్గెట్ పెట్టుకుంటే నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ 6,000, ఆ నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ it depends on your age. మీరు ఏజ్ అండ్ మెటబాలిజం ప్రకారం 10,000 స్టెప్స్ కనుక డైలీ మీరు కవర్ చేయగలిగితే, వేరే ఏది ఎక్సర్సైజ్ చేయకుండా కానీ అట్లీస్ట్ వాకింగ్ మినిమల్ చేస్తే, అది మీ హెల్త్, మీ బ్రెయిన్ లెవెల్స్, మీ హెల్త్, ఓవరాల్ హెల్త్, మీ డయాబెటీస్ కానీ, హార్ట్ రేట్ కానీ, హార్ట్ డిజీజెస్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ తగ్గిస్తుంది అనమాట. సో అట్లీస్ట్ లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ యోగా, ప్రాణాయామం, సూర్య నమస్కార, ఆర్ కొంచెం స్టెప్స్ కౌంట్ చేసుకొని, అన్ని కౌంట్స్ ఇప్పుడు అందరు ఫోన్స్ లో వస్తుంది. సో ఫోన్ తీసుకొని కొంచెం మ్యూజిక్ పెట్టుకొని నంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్టెప్స్ కౌంట్ చేసుకుంటే మీకు అది కూడా సరిపోతుందండి.
మీరు ఒకవేళ if you're staying on the second floor या third floor पे है आप या चौथी फ्लोर पे है,
taking steps,
don't take the lift. When you're walking down, you can take the lift. But when walking up, try to walk 20, 30 steps, at least twice, thrice in a day. You do that. At least some basic exercises taken care of. Your body is taken care of to an extent. Yeah. Yes, Dr. Lakshmi.
And also next, coming to alcohol. So alcohol content, people say that if you take alcohol, then it, helps you relax. But that's the opposite effect it has. So it doesn't help you relax, but in fact, it has the opposite effect where it disturbs your REM sleep. So your rapid eye movement. So stages of sleep ఉంటుంది. First stage, second stage ala. Second stage lo manam deep sleep loki వెళ్ళిపోతాం. So that stage is disturbed when you take your alcohol. So reduce your alcohol content. For example, if you drink if you're taking daily, stop it and try to take it at least once a week, I would say. And also instead of, if you're taking like 8 pegs, 9 pegs, reduce it to 1 peg. Go slowly and try to take off alcohol from your daily routine or daily food. That is
we have this. A lot of people who come to me say, my doctors advised me that it's okay to take alcohol and 30 ml or 60 ml is fine. Mm-hmm. I said, does the doctor write that in the prescription? He doesn't.
He doesn't.
Verbal, it's just a verbal thing that you have. Yeah. So it's a wrong nuance that people think that, okay, my doctor said it, so I can have it. And that's a limit they have. That's a comfort they have. So our appeal, Dr. Lakshmi and me, what we tell all of you is have a limited amount of alcohol in case you really wish to have. It's fine. You can live. You can have a wonderful life even without alcohol. Yeah, but just be careful about it, especially during these times when your health is affected, you're at home, not been exercising, stress, and all these things. Alcohol just adds the burden to your health. So
it's just extra calories.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So when you're taking alcohol, it's just not the alcohol, but the snacking that goes on along with the alcohol, which is the main thing. And also, people say, like doctor says, wine is okay. But yes, wine, but only red wine, because that contains something called as resveratrol, which is a antioxidant. Yes, and that improves your heart health. But then also limited quantity, maybe like say 30 ml in a week. Not more than that. It's not that you can have a whole bottle. It's not like that.
Right.
So like Dr. Neetal said, reduce your alcohol content. We are in lockdown and everything, not exercising properly. So it just adds up to your increase in your calories and increase in your fat content in your body. So
a lot of people are not going to like us. Don't take alcohol. Oh, we don't listen to Dr. Neetal and Dr. Sri Lakshmi. Anyway.
Yeah. So, but just reduce the amount is what I would say. Yeah. So these are some of the tips that I would like to give you, and also just make sure whatever tips I've given you about the brain boosting food, include those in your diet. So maybe for breakfast, maybe for lunch, something like that. Next, I would like to speak a little bit on the wellness platform, our wellness platform, which is called as yourlife.com. We have integrated a lot of articles and a lot of recipes and a lot of tips on how to stay healthy. We have 3 platforms on this. We have a mind, we have body, and we have nutrition. So if you go on to this website, you can find a lot of articles for every day. You can you can go onto the website and you can subscribe. This is started by Ms. Upasana Kamineni. Earlier we had like a Be Positive magazine, but now we have shifted to an online platform since it is environment friendly, and also it can be available for large number of population. We would like to play a small video on about this platform. So I would like you to take a look at this.
Hey guys, I started my career 14 years ago as the editor of Be Positive magazine. It's been an amazing journey. I've learned so much. I've been inspired by so many people. I've met so many experts, and I'm, completely soaked with all the knowledge with respect to mind, body, and nutrition. So now I want to change things up a bit. We are moving to a digital platform. Every time I used to print a magazine, I used to feel a sense of guilt. But now I want to reach a much larger audience, and I want to, of course, move to a more sustainable business. So here you go. This is a new platform. It's called You Are Life. So it's your life, and help us and enhance your life. So check it out. Give me your feedback. It matters so much to me. I've built my previous brand on that. I want to do the same here as well. So write back to me. Looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. I think it was wonderful.
Thank you.
Before we go on to the next session, I would want to put all of you a quiz, winners of who will be announced at the later of this session, and then we will send you a gift accordingly. So here's a question for all of you. Please type in your answers in the YouTube, and we will look forward for your answers. And the first one who answers the correct answer will get a gift. So, how many bones are there in baby's body when they are born? The first right answer will get a gift. 300, 356, 250. We still haven't got the right answer. When I have the right answer, I will not announce the person. I will only say that there is the right answer that's there. Yeah, 206 is for the adult, my friend. 206, 190, 200, 300, 306. Still haven't got the right answer. I'll give you another 15 seconds for somebody to have the right answer. Okay, so we have close to the right answer. So I think we'll announce the winner much later in the session. So I'll skip on to the next. Okay, now, if you all are aware that today, because we are at home, what are we doing? We're sitting at home, working from home, or some people actually do not have work, the business is shut. What does it do to us? It stresses us out. Children at home, they don't listen to us. They're in their own world of digital age, internet, WhatsApp, video games, and all those things that are happening today. And maids aren't coming, we have to work, and there's so much stress around. There are so many people in the house. There's nowhere else to go. There's no parties. There's no, there's no socializing. So, all these things are contributing to your stress today. So what do we do on that? We manage stress. How do we manage stress? By doing certain activities. Now, who would want to help you on that? Our expert psychologist who would talk to you about Miss Tabassum Sheikh, who's a psychologist and done her MSc in applied psychology, and she works at Apollo Telehealth as a senior psychologist. So over to you, Ms. Tabassum, to talk about ways to beat the stress.
Thank you, Dr. Neetal. Good morning, everyone. I want to start off with a few words by Dalai Lama. Peace of mind is the basis of a healthy body, a healthy mind. And so peace of mind, a calm mind is very, very important. A healthy mind reflects to a healthy you. And hence, today we are facing a lot of challenges, from boredom, from fear, from panic, from overcoming interpersonal relationship challenges, fear of missing out on important events, birthday parties, or be it anniversaries, or probably also, going to your friend's place and having that, night off. So that are some of the challenges. Also, I think one more very important challenge which Dr. Neetal had mentioned, which is working from home. Maintaining the work-life balance. That is something which all of us are struggling from nowadays. We are probably making sure that we are sitting in a corner of our houses and making sure that we work through from, say, 9 to 4 o'clock or 9 to 5 o'clock, making sure we attend the conferences, making sure that we attend the important meetings which probably are, asked us to do. So here, always do remember that we always have a choice of choosing what we want to do with our challenges, with our concerns. So, for example, there are always two areas which you have to be headed, right? One is being on a path of acceptance, or being on a path of feeling that discomfort and then giving up. So again, with an example to share with you all is, managing the work-life balance. It's very important, as I mentioned, that we all, head somewhere, close to, say, in one room and sit and do our work every day. And there is always our wives and children who feel that, we are at home, but we're not paying attention to them. Or,
Yes, so Dr. Tabasum, I'll just want to add a point here now. A lot of people may use this word, chill, the word we use, chill, relax. We don't realize, we don't accept that these words have a meaning. You say chill, relax, it's not to tell other people to chill and relax, it's to chill and relax yourself as well, right?
Absolutely.
Around you, and you try to manage that, you use these words to cool you down, to tell yourself that, yes, this is a part of my life now. This could be a normal now for the next few months or a year or ever. And you've got to, I think that's what you meant, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, the point wherein I was giving you an example wherein, even if the children are there or even the wives, telling the husbands that, why are you not focusing on us? You're sitting at home. Or even when, our, in-laws, ask us that you are just sitting with your laptop doing nothing. You are either on your phone or either, you are talking to other people, on con call. What are you actually doing? But, exactly my point that I think for the wives out there, for the husbands out there, or for the in-laws out there, you just have to forget that your better half is there at home for the first 8 hours.
No, but Ms. Tabasum, what happens also is when you go to work, everybody cribs. He's always at work. He has time with us. Today we have to realize we sit and have lunches and dinners together. We talk to each other. We spend time talking to each other. We sit in the balcony, have a cup of coffee. That's all is required for you to de-stress, listen to some good music and things like that they're going to talk about in the next few slides. But then you make use of the situation and try to address yourself in a way that you are coordinating, you're conjuncting with people who are there. They're a part of your life now and you see them every day, morning and night, and you don't go out. So make use of it.
Absolutely. And, once you accept that, these challenges are a part of your life, only then can you move forward towards growth. But the moment you say that, it's only causing me discomfort and you're only focusing on the problems, you tend to give up.
Yeah, negative mind.
Focus. Absolutely. So it's become a mindset. So you just have to, take a little breather whenever you feel disturbed, whenever you're facing a challenge, tell yourself, do I have to accept this challenge or do I have to move ahead of the discomfort? That's all. And I think, as you mentioned that we all just need a cup of coffee or just need that fresh air while we stand on our balconies or just go for a walk with our better halves, or just making sure that we play a game of Jenga or probably puzzles with our kids.
True,
that's
absolutely.
all is needed for us to de-stress. But the fact that we are so engrossed with all of the challenges today that because we are not accepting, we are not able to put in the effort to de-stress.
Correct.
Right. So hence I would, request everybody of you. I know that, you tend to feel negative, you tend to feel down, you tend to feel that you are suffocated or stuck. But
so in Hyderabadi language, we say this, right? Tension kai ko le raha bhai tu.
Absolutely.
And in those Telangana accent, we say, tension తీసుకో ra bhai నువ్వు ఎందుకు తీసుకుంటున్నా టెన్షన్ ఉంటాయి కదా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తే నువ్వు గుంటలో కూర్చోవాలి అంతే.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, these are the friends who are from other parts of India, where they love Hyderabadi accent, with due respect to other languages as well. But they call me to de-stress themselves, to hear me talk in Hyderabadi accent.
Absolutely.
Arey, kya ghur raha re? Those kind of things. It's so amazing. And then Bombaya language. Somebody wants Bombaya language and North Indian. Delhi language and things like that. It's always good to have that vocabulary. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think with that being said, friends are absolute de-stressor for us because you not only tend to, use your mother tongue and your languages like Chilmar Baba, type of language, you tend to de-stress with that. But the very fact that we don't tend to choose the path of acceptance, we are not able to think about how or where we can put efforts. Be it, just... Yeah.
And Ms. Tabasum, are you not specifying? Are you specifying and is your message very clear to everybody that it is not rocket science, it's not literature, it's not some philosophy that you're talking about. You're talking about something simple in the house that you normally do to de-stress. You don't have books, you don't have to read lots of philosophies or listen to somebody. It's just the daily activities that you do make it more interesting.
Absolutely. It's all about focusing your perspective, focusing the negatives towards your positive. Basically,
Correct.
displacing your negative with your positive mindset. Or it's as simple as, if even if, probably you're working or you are in a meeting or go to a meeting at, when you're working from home, and your wife comes in saying that chai ready hai, please, you just have it. And then
Yeah.
you are like, I'm in a meeting, can't you see? But rather than that, you can just mute it for a second and say, thank you so much for the tea.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then move
Acknowledgement.
on.
Yeah. Absolutely. Being
Absolutely.
polite. Yeah. I know.
So it decreases a lot of problems, because you are not focusing on the
The
negatives
friction.
that
The
she
friction
has
is lost. Yeah.
interrupted. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So hence,
Absolutely.
moving on to things which we can do, as you mentioned, doing simple things which you love is always a solution towards challenging the solutions which we want for our difficulties or concerns in life. And I think one of the most interesting things which I suggest a lot of people is the no fail happiness challenge. So this is a very interesting challenge by a Harvard trained happiness researcher who is Shaw Acker. You can always go and search him. There are a list of a few things which you need to do daily. As soon as you get up, probably that can be a gratitude journal. That can only be like, what are you grateful about today? So probably as soon as you're sitting on your dining table, ask your children, what are you grateful about? Tell yourself that I'm grateful that you're smiling today. I'm grateful that you like,
Yeah.
your mother's
I,
cooking.
yeah. I want to say one point here. When you wake up
Yeah.
in the morning,
Hmm.
thing that, I want to talk about my experiences, and so should you.
Hmm.
When you wake up from the bed, before you go to the washroom, you just look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how grateful, the world is, the God is,
Yes.
right? And you look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, this is what I am. See the wondrous things that you can do through the day, and smile, give yourself a smile. After that, you can still keep smiling to, at everybody. But then, that whole presence of yours is a positivity. Your presence in this world is positivity. That's all it does.
Yes, it's also
I'm like
called
a
as,
spiritual leader, but
yes,
this works. This works.
absolutely. It's also called as positive affirmations. It's not,
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
it's not a rocket science. It's all the good things you're
Correct.
telling about yourself. That, yeah, you're looking beautiful today. Yeah, your smile is nice. And probably, even though there might be challenges today, I will overcome it. Just that
Yes.
one sentence or two sentences in the morning, first thing in the morning will, help you be happy throughout the day, and take the challenges as they come forward. So things like these are listed down in the 30 days or the 10 days no fail happiness challenge. I would request everybody to go and probably try it once for sure. And also, I think the other things which are quite precisely mentioned here, like setting up the karaoke's, I am sure I'm not the best singer at all at my place, but though it makes us laugh, it makes us tease each other, right? We do let ourselves feel that we are Arijit Singh or Shreya Ghoshal,
Yeah,
but
you just let it out. Even though you can't
absolutely,
sing, there are 8 or 10 or 100 of my friends who just come and sing it. I mean, we have karaoke sessions regularly. Now we are online karaoke sessions. But then people who don't sing also indulge. And I'm telling you, Ms. Tabassum and participants, to all the participants, it's such a breather. It's such a de-stressor. These guys say, Neetal, when is the next session? Because I don't care if I sing or not. I'm going to sing. I'm going to just let it out. And they sing.
absolutely.
Doesn't make sense what they're singing, but the the enjoyment, the peace they have in the singing is immense, and you like to look at that. Yes.
Yes, and I think, yes, once in a while you should surely indulge yourself in these
Yeah.
activities. And also there's one more interesting thing which is mentioned here is work from home motivational playlist.
Yeah, that's a
Again,
wonderful one. Yeah.
yes. So again, you don't have to do anything. You just have to create your own playlist. To be very honest, I think my favorite song is the one from Lakshya. I hope everybody knows the movie. It's the Hrithik Roshan movie, which is Lakshya, about army life and how he achieves his dreams. So that one song in the morning, it makes me feel happy about going forward with the day. Makes me feel happy and
Yeah.
positive.
So what used to happen is my early stages of career. You listen to a good song in the morning, you stop it, you're so enthralled, you're so motivated. Ideas
Yes.
popping up. The bosses are, what is happening, Dr. Neetal? You are like charged up. I said, yeah, every day I listen to some music. That's what I like to do. So identify the one that enthralls you, that you are passionate about, and practice that, right? And
Yes.
it makes you think of a lot of things. It gives you positivity. You land up being polite. You land up working out everything around you. Yeah.
Yes, and I think at the end of the day as well, as soon as you finish your work, again, make sure you take out 10 minutes or 5 minutes of your time, listen to that
Correct.
music, disconnect from your, office or official work, and then probably go ahead and, spend some time with your family, your children. And again, I think to come back to the other point, which is, trying out games like Pictionary or the Whisper Challenge. Trust me, it's a challenge when you play it with your parents or play it with, someone who is not
Yeah.
aware of these challenges. So, our parents do not know about dumb charades, do not know about what the Whisper Challenge is, and it makes it more challenging for us to play with them. So try doing that.
Yeah, I think with the timeline in mind, Ms. Tabassum,
Yes.
it was something that we really look forward for all these things. So I think your message to everybody is like really crisp, and all of you should really follow that. And while you're talking about this picnic, I think you wrote a point on picnic.
Yes.
Two people, which you were mentioning, just picnic with two people is still a picnic.
Yes, absolutely. You just have to be creative. You just can, just make sure you spread your, positivity with each other. And I think to wind up, as you mentioned, Dr. Neetal, that, a few words in the morning or at the night, it's about the philosophical journal, which you can write, is something which you should again try. And, hosting again a stand up, in your drawing room, again, you might not have the best jokes, but it still counts as a de-stressor. So make sure you indulge with your family, and obviously to make sure that we have a win full mindset. Again, about the choices, acceptance and discomfort. What is your choice?
Thank you so much, Mr. Bassum. Last but not
Thank you.
least, make a video, make a movie of your own every day, and see through it. It'll make you laugh. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yeah. So be healthy, everybody, and de-stress yourself. Think positive. Be polite. Relax. Chill, and be safe. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Mr. Bassum.
Thank you, Dr. Neetal. Have a
Yeah.
good day.
So, coming to an end of Dr. Lakshmi's and Ms. Tabassum's session, I'm sure it benefited all of you. There's some information that had come through that. Now, if you have any questions, I would recommend you not to put medical clinical questions, because that will require a complete consultation. But, basic doubts or questions that you have about things, you can put it in your YouTube and we will answer. All of us will answer. So let me take myself through the questions that I have. You can post questions here, and my team will try to answer that. Any questions, anything that you want to speak about, or know, or educate yourself, we'll be happy to help. Okay, so yeah, Miss Luck. I'm a diabetic, hypertension, and 4 stents to my heart. So, Lakshmi, don't worry. You're going to. I think you're taking care of yourself really well. At 74, you're still young, and I'm sure you'll do well. It's not about the number of stents you have, or you're a hypertensive or a diabetic. It doesn't matter. It's the way you have, the way positivity creates around you. I think you've got to do that. And like Ms. Tabassum was rightly talking about, best state of mind, best mood, and relaxing and not thinking too much about things. Whatever has to happen will happen. But then you got to stick on. You got to be positive around yourself and eat good food. Eat the right food, like Dr. Lakshmi talked about. So, drinking hot water 4 times a day, will it keep will keep me from corona? No. Your turmerics and your lime or vitamin C or multitude of foods, nothing is going to keep you from corona. These foods, I would request Dr. Lakshmi to just give a one point there.
Yeah.
What would these foods do to help you? It
Yes.
will take you off the corona, but yes, it will definitely help you somewhere.
Drinking hot water will not help you keep you away from corona, but definitely drinking water which contains some herbs from your kitchen, like say turmeric water or say ginger water or ajwain water. This helps in building your immunity in your body. Or you can also have lemon water early in the morning. Vitamin C in your body is an antioxidant, and it also acts as a protective agent, and it improves your immunity. So the key point is improve your immunity with good foods and not just drinking hot water.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Somebody is asking, is non-veg advisable in COVID period? Yes,
Well,
foods are advisable, but then Dr. Lakshmi can talk a little bit about what to do to make it safe.
Well, there's a lot of questions regarding a non-vegetarian, if you can eat or not. But to me, it's like, see, if you have to have good immunity, you have to have the right amount of protein in your body. So if when I say protein, if you are a 50 kg person, you need to take about 50 grams of protein per day. If you drink 1 glass of milk, and if you have 1 egg, and also if you have fistful of nuts, that's not going to satisfy your protein requirement. So you need to definitely get 50 grams. Where do you get that from? So I would say, have your meat, but make sure it is freshly cut and properly refrigerated during traveling. So buy it in a source where you know that it is fresh and it's not contaminated. And try to get lean meats such as your chicken breast and your fish, which also doesn't let you gain weight and also takes care of your protein needs. When you have enough protein, even if you get COVID and you're trying to recover from it, you need very good amount of protein to actually recover and for your body to fight these diseases. You need proper antibodies. For that, you need enough of protein. So I would advise you not to completely eliminate it, but do have it in moderation.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. I think with the time constraint, I think we need to rush up.
Yeah.
Another couple of questions and we'll go forward. Yeah, sunlight is an amazing source of vitamin D. So morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock, when the sun rises, for half hour to 45 minutes, you can be on the sunlight. And in case, you are prone to arthritis or osteoporosis, please have vitamin D supplements. For more information, I think you should speak to a doctor and take a detailed examination of why would you need vitamin D and what is that you need to do. Yeah. So does sunlight have any role in building immunity? Yes, to an extent, yes, because it's a ultraviolet rays that really you should be exposed to a little while, and then vitamin D, of course. Is it advisable to give 3 eggs to a kids in a day? Yes, why not? Try not to give yolk, too much of yolk, but I think 1 yolk and 2 egg whites should be good.
And also it depends on the age of the kid, what age we are talking about. So if it's a younger kid, then you can give 1 whole egg per day and not more. Maybe if it's a teenager, you can go in for egg whites, like Dr. Nathal said. Yeah, 2 egg whites per day is good. Consuming
lemon immediately gets asthma? No, lemon has nothing to do with asthma. It's a citrus fruit. And asthma has a varied source of triggers. So you have to be very careful of dust and other things that trigger you. You know which one triggers you to get into an asthmatic mode. Vitamin C always helps. Yeah, it does help. Can we replace rice with millets?
Definitely. If you're a Hyderabadi, millets is local food. So millets also is has actually proved to say that it reduces the diabetes. So you can replace rice with every form of rice. You can replace it with millets. It's a very good idea.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. I think we'll probably pass on to the next. And in case there are questions, we can always come back with answers. Please keep typing your questions, and we'll come back as many as we can. Yeah, we'll come back with answers on as many questions as we can. Yes. So let's go to our next session now. Okay. Here is another question for you, because this is an interesting fact where all of you must be waiting. Okay, let me see what the quiz is, and I'm going to get a gift. So let me put this across to you. Which is the only part of the body that doesn't repair and heal on its own? Which is the only part of the body that doesn't repair and heal on its own? Let me see some answers. Okay, I'm still waiting for people to put their answers in the YouTube chat. which is the only part of the body that doesn't repair and heal on its own? మన బాడీలో ఏ పార్ట్ ఏదైనా డ్యామేజ్ అయితే హీల్ అవ్వదు, సరిగా అవ్వదు. అది లివర్, బ్లడ్, నో blood has multitude of healing effects. Yeah, we got the right answer, and I'll will name the winner in the later part of the session. Thank you. Okay, so here's another question, right? Which bone babies do not have when they are born? చిన్నపిల్లలు పుట్టినప్పుడు ఏ బొక్క వాళ్ళలో, जब छोटे बच्चे पैदा होते हैं उनके अंदर एक हड्डी नहीं रहती है. कौन सी हड्डी है वो? Not yet. Has not seen a right answer till now. No, not yet. Yeah, we got the right answer for the first right answer. So before I go to the next one, let me ask you a last question, and then we'll go on to the next session. Which is the only bone which is not attached to other bone in the body? ఏ బొక్క వేరే బొక్కకి అటాచ్ అయ్యి లేదు. Tongue is not a bone, my friend. No, kneecap is attached. You probably wouldn't be thinking that this is a bone there, but yes, this is a bone in the body जो दूसरे हड्डियों से attached नहीं रहता है. Yes, we got the right answer. So we'll move on to the next session. So thank you all, and I'll come back to you with more questions. Hold on to your seats and stay there. Don't go away, and we'll look for more. Yeah. Okay. Now let me talk to you about something that is happening in a telemedicine space. We represent Apollo 247, as you all know. And it's wonderful having all of you believe in Apollo, being here, listen to us, be a part of the session, and educate yourself. Now, while I say this, we've been in this industry for the last 19 years in telemedicine in India, one of the best in the country. Having been there for 19 years, today we have an application, which is a patient-centric application, which is called Apollo 247, which is an application which helps you connect with the doctor. It makes you talk to the doctor on a chat, a video, or an audio. It enables you to, order medications. The doctor writes a prescription, so you can order medications. You can order tests, which are done at home. You can actually, have a multitude of archives of your medical records in our health records section. You can speak to a coronavirus who's a doctor 24/7. You can actually take a coronavirus risk to ascertain whether you were affected or not. What risk are you at, right? So these are the features that an Apollo 247 app has today. And this is an app which actually brings to you sitting at home, office, anywhere in the world, anywhere, that you can have access. All you need to have is internet connectivity. You can download this app, and I will give you 1 minute, all of you, to download this Apollo 247 app while, we get on to the next session after here. So please download Apollo 247 app in your Play Stores, in your App Store, or in your Android Play Store, and we will wait for a minute for you to download. Please raise your hand and please wave once you downloaded it, and we'll go to the next session. I think it just takes not more than a minute for you to download. All you have to do is download the app, put your mobile number. You can actually add multiple family members in your profile and create profiles on their own, book consults on their behalf. Yeah, it's also easy. And believe us, you have access to close to 6,000 doctors through the country, specialists, super specialists, psychologists, psychiatrists, physiotherapists, and multitude of people. So do not hesitate to connect with us if there's a need. And we hope the best of health for you. But in case you need us, we are there through 247 app. So we're just waiting for you to download the app. A lot of people have the app already. Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We're still waiting for people to download the app. It'll take another 30 seconds. Yeah. We're going to play this small video for you to how to download the app and what happens and what features does the Apollo 247 give you. So thank you, team. Okay, well, this video showed you how to access and how to get into the app. Now, through this app, you can actually do a lot of things like consult a doctor and pharmacy, like I told you. Now here, with the COVID thing pumping up today and with the current scenario, we have introduced a wonderful program called Apollo Kavach program for people who are suspected or would have had exposure to a COVID positive patient, or he could have been a positive patient, a COVID positive patient with very, very mild to moderate symptoms. Now, we recommend that you may wish not to go to a hospital and you may wish to isolate yourself at home or in a hotel. So these home isolation protocols, hotel isolation protocols are very tightly knit with the Apollo network. Now, we would love to have you, go through this program in case there's a need from your side. And we have these packages with starts 300 rupees per day with services like a physician consult and a nursing supervisor talking to you every day for 14 days. And 14 days of isolation gives you this connect with us and makes you stay connected to a doctor in case of any need. An advanced package starts at 600 per day. Please do not hesitate to connect with us, to go to apollo247.com/COVID19/Kavach and connect with our call center and register yourself in case you need. So Apollo Kavach program here for you, folks, and we would love to help you. We would love to be there for you and help you in all times of need. Well, now if you look at the scenario today of what is needed for us to keep monitoring ourselves, is it temperature? Is it a pulse oximeter? Is it oxygen saturation that you have to measure in your body, or what is it that is required today? Everybody, I'm sure, has thermometer today, be it a digital or be it a mercury laden thermometer. But how many of us have a pulse oximeter? Today, it is very important for us to have a pulse oximeter, which measures your saturation of oxygen in the blood. For you to actually identify, is your blood oxygen intact, 98%, 97%, or is it dropping down? If it's dropping down, instantly seek medical help. So here is something that you can look forward for to see what pulse oximeter does and why is it important for you to have a pulse oximeter. Please check out this video.
Coronavirus can cause hypoxemia, leading to lower levels of oxygen and may cause breathlessness. Early detection of hypoxemia is essential during the COVID-19 pandemic to avoid critical conditions later. Easily keep a check of your blood oxygen levels at home. Pulse oximeter, easy, convenient and safe.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, while I talked about a few features in the Apollo 247 app, let me be very specific and invite my dear colleague, Mr. Arpan, to introduce to you how to order medications. And Mr. Arpan is a senior manager, marketing Apollo Pharmacy, and he will talk to you about how to order medications and how medicines are delivered to you. Mr. Arpan, over to you.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the generous introduction, Dr. Neetal. And I have been all ears for the conversation that has been going on so far. Dr. Lakshmi, Tabassum, awesome tips. There are a lot of things which I am getting to know right now. Even before I give you a little bit of idea of how Apollo Pharmacy can help you, I would request your undivided attention to the screen. You would see the list of outlets, okay, which are nearby to your house. You can always drop into these Apollo pharmacies any day between 9 to 9. However, if you still feel that you would not like to step out looking at the situation right now, Apollo Pharmacy, with the help of Apollo 247 app, comes to your nearest doorstep, comes to your couch rather. We will ensure that all the medicines are delivered. Again, before I start, masks, very important in this situation. Face shields, whenever you go out, all available at Apollo pharmacies. And even before we start off, sanitizer or alcoholic hand rub that I call. I have all my kits ready. With all this, I am geared to go out in the neighborhood. Sir, could you take it to the next slide? Now let us quickly look at how we order medicines when we do from the Apollo 247 app, how the entire process works. Let's play the video. So Apollo 247 app has a feature of ordering medicines. Okay. So we will quickly search on Google. Similarly, you can search here the medicine name. Could be a crocin. One beautiful feature of this app is you have multiple options in the app. Like if you have to buy, let's say you are buying a few medicines for your household purpose, along with a few household products that you need on a daily basis, like say a tea or some Apollo's products as has been shown here, a pulse oximeter, surface disinfectant, toothpaste. App gives you the option of adding multiple items in one go. So buy medicines, first step 1, buy medicine. Step 2, add items. What's the step 3? Logically, whenever you order a medicine, you just give a photo of the prescription in the app. So if you could play the video, you can upload the prescription. Let's play the video. Yeah. There's the prescription. So quite simple, right? You buy once. Yeah. So now that you have bought a few medicines, you have added a few household products along with that. You have uploaded the prescription. Next comes your home delivery. As you would have seen on the screen, you click on the delivery option. An address field comes up. You can fill up your addresses, and this address field has a very unique feature. Let's assume like I am in Delhi, but my parents are staying in Hyderabad. I can have a Hyderabad address in the history of the Apollo 247 app, which I register from my mobile number. So that means sitting here in Delhi, I can order medicines for my parents who are sitting in Hyderabad without giving any inconvenience to them, and your nearest Apollo pharmacy staff will ensure that your parents get this medicine at your doorstep. So that's what we're looking at. Let's play the video. And last but not the least, after you're done with buying the medicines, adding a few items, loading the prescription, then you select the address. Last but not the least, you go for the payment, and we have multiple payment options for you. You can pay via cash on delivery. You can pay via net banking. Okay, via debit card. Yeah, we can stop the video now. Okay. So not only that, I will recap the process quickly for you. You first buy medicines. You add items. You upload the prescription. You select the delivery address. You make the payment, and as you see on the screen at the last, you also get acknowledgement message from Apollo 247 app that says thanks for choosing Apollo 247 for your medicinal requirements. So all this process of 5 steps happens in a jiffy. Okay. let's move forward. That was the medicine buying process simplified for you. And let me tell you, in fact, it gives pleasure to me to inform you that for my residents in Hyderabad, for my fellow Hyderabadis, we are launching a 4-hour express delivery service. So within 4 hours, the medicines or any household products from your nearest Apollo pharmacy will be delivered to your doorstep or to any doorstep of your choice. Okay, could be to your relatives, your friends. Okay, and Apollo is piloting this service in Hyderabad. And for this, we just have to ensure that the order is placed before 3 or 3:30 p.m. So 4-hour express delivery. So not only the genuineness of medicines is what Apollo guarantees you. Apollo guarantees you the genuineness of the medicines, correct temperature storage of the medicines. Apollo ensures that you have a wide range of payment options, and Apollo now also ensures via Apollo 247 app that all the medicines you get them sitting at your couch from your mobile phone. So that's Apollo Pharmacy, Apollo Hospitals, Apollo, all the Apollo ecosystem products coming to you at your doorstep. So we bring to you the power of 3,000 odd pharmacies via Apollo 247 app. So I just would request you just give it a try. I am sure I'm doing it from last couple of days. I'm loving it. Even you will love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul. Thank you very much. It was informative. I'm sure of all the participants.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, and for being patient with us. And I'm sure this information of medicine order delivery was helpful for all of you. Please do not hesitate to order medicines. Well, before we go on to the next session, which is a reward time, I would like to, because there's somebody who had an interesting question of how to use a pulse oximeter. I'll just show you. This is a small pulse oximeter that I have. And yes, my team will reach out to you for anybody who wishes to procure it. So you just have to switch it on. This is a very small device, and put your finger, your index finger here. It'll show you, the pulse oximeter will tell you. Keep it for a few seconds and it'll give you a reading here. Yeah, that's all it is. This is as simple as this. And this pulse oximeter tells you your pulse. It records your pulse, the smallest of the blood vessels, and records the saturation of your oxygen in your body. That is what it does. So try to have this. It's good to have this device in your homes, like you have a thermometer, have a pulse ox also forever. Thank you. So do we have some time for quiz sessions, team? I can have some more quiz questions if you have time. Else we can just announce the winners.
What's an ideal reading for pulse oximeter? You should tell that.
So yeah, I think we have time for a few questions. Let me put a few questions to all of you. Be ready with answers and wear your reward cap. Okay, here it is. Which is the organ in the body that has amazing capability of regenerating? Which is the organ in your body that has amazing capability of regenerating? The first answer, right answer, will get a gift from Apollo 247. Thank you, Mr. Abdul. We'd love to have you again for the sessions. Okay, I think we've got the answer. Let me go for the next question. What is the full form of AIDS? AIDS, AIDS. What is the full form of AIDS? I'm sure a lot of you are aware of just AIDS and HIV, but I want to know how many of you are aware of the full form of AIDS. Okay, I have yet to see the answers. Please post your answers in the YouTube. acquired immunodeficiency syndrome? Okay, Mr. Kranti Kumar gets it. Mr. Kranti Kumar gets that. Okay, next question. What is the largest organ in the human body? What is the largest organ in the human body? This is not for Apollo team. This is for the participants from the residential welfare associations. I repeat, this is not for the Apollo team. Whoever is participating from the Apollo team, do not answer, please. Okay. So, Mr. Dhananjaya? No. No. Who's got the right answer? So, our marketing team, Swati is from my team, so she will not get a prize, but the next one who's answered will get the prize. Thank you for that. The last but not the least, you are at home, you are at office or at a resort, or you're traveling or in a public place. Let's say you're not well. What do? You're not well wherever you are. What do? The first thing you do is what? This is the last question. Call Apollo 247. Call 108 call. We're as good as 108 call, sir. So call Apollo 247 is the right answer. Thank you for that. Okay, so that becomes the last question of the session. Let me, introduce you to the winners of the session, and I'll read out the winners' names. Give me a minute. We'll request my team to put down the names of the winners. Okay, here we are. So we have Mr. Ratna Prakash, who's one of the winners of one of the queries. I don't want to repeat the query though. Mr. Ratna Prakash gets a prize, gets a gift from Apollo. Mr. Ratan Kumar gets another gift from Apollo. Kesavara Dasu, he's one of the winners of one of the questions. And the next one is, we have to have more answers. I think we only have 3 answers. Medha Sandeep. Medha Sandeep is another winner for the question number 4. Is that all, team? Mr. Venugopaladi and Mr. Dhananjay Kondapalli. So thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for your session. Thank you for your participation. And I'm sure there are a lot of sessions to come in the next few days, few weeks. Be a part of that. Educate yourself. Be safe. And try to stay indoors as much as possible. Not go into the overcrowded areas. Hygiene and sanitize your hands well. Wear a mask always, and educate each other. Be very safe, all of you. It's difficult days. Now, for a final and not the least, we have Apollo 247 coupon. On using this, you will get a 299 rupees off on online consultation with an Apollo doctor. And Medicine 10 is a coupon code that you can use to get a 10% off on pharmacy orders. Please use these coupons to avail these offers. Well, this has been an amazing session, and thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. Thank you, Ms. Tabassum. Thank you, Mr. Arpan, and thanks to the entire team who made this happen. And I'm sure it was informative. Please post your feedback and comments. We will get back to you with full vigor and full energy next time. And thank you all. Have a great day. Be safe.